We are on to our next special guest, and it is Franke R.E.P.utation.
It's Frank Reputation.
Okay, because I wanted to, I was like, okay, let me see. I got to.
But it's okay. A lot of people, say Frankie.
Okay,
right.
So Frank,
right. You got it. Reputation.
Got you. So tell me a little bit about the spelling of that, because you spell it Frank with the E, and then you have the R.E.P. in caps with the dot. So what is that?
That actually is a representation of my those are acronyms for my actual name.
Okay.
Which is Richard Earl Peterson.
Okay.
So that's what it is. So it's like Frank Reputation. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, but the name tells you what I'm about. Like he's Frank. He's honest. An honest reputation is what I have.
I was wondering. I was like, okay, so now that you're saying it, okay, perfect. I like that. I like that play on words. It's not just like, oh, I'm Frank. Here's my reputation, or something. Extra.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, I think Crown Vic, he had a good explanation behind his name as well, as far as Vic being his name, the crown, royalty.
There you go.
So as opposed to just like, I like Crown Vics. That's
that would have killed us.
Yeah,
that would have killed us.
You
know what I mean? That would have got us. Yeah, that would have got us. Like, you know what?
I appreciate you having some actually forethought behind it, and
absolutely
actually meaning something. So I like that. Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you're a '90s baby.
Yeah, I'm a '90s baby, '91.
All right. Yeah, so you're a real '90s baby, not '98. Nigga,
yeah, nah, '91.
Basically 2000. You basically 2000.
Right, exactly. I actually had a debate with one of my homeboys. He was born in, I think it was '89.
You 90s.
And he was like, right, there you go. That's what I said. I said, you 90s, man. You 90s. I was like, you 90s. He was like, oh, I ain't no 90s, brother. Nope, it mattered at 89 to 89. You just jealous. And I'm like,
1 year. Yeah, like,
so because
you actually grew up in the 90s.
In the 90s, that's what I'm saying. You don't know nothing. You wasn't around that. That energy wasn't you.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? But
but you 91, so you kind of.
Here you go.
Yeah, you must have had that argument too.
Here we go. Look, I'm 91, but I was old enough to have memories. I was old enough to have those memories of coming up as a kid. I remember what I was doing, and I didn't come up, my neighborhood wasn't good. So, because my neighborhood wasn't good, we all grew up fast. So, 91. You know what I mean? It's a strong 91.
You were 90s as opposed to, like I said, a 97, 98, like you 2000, buddy. Like I said, so, because you didn't really grow up in the 90s, or in the, you didn't grow up in the 90s. You were born in it, but you didn't really grow up. So, I feel that. I feel with you with that. So, tell us a little bit about your background. You were in the choir, is that correct?
Yeah, I was
choir. No?
Nah. My brother sung for the Crenshaw Choir.
Got you.
And then what happened is he toured. So, like, he kind of was the reason, he kind of got me into music in a way, if you look at it that way.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
did you see, was he your older sibling?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, so, he always traveled. He was in the Crenshaw. So, around the time where you remember when Sister Act came out, actually, they were going to Crenshaw Choir to talk to Miss Stevenson, and their choir is the one that they were utilizing to teach them how to do the la la la's and all of that and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he was a part of that teaching for them.
Okay.
Which, so that's like what I mean. Like he was a part of that choir. Just knowing he was traveling, he met Usher, Denzel Washington, all these people. He went to France, came back talking French. I'm like, is this what music do?
Yeah.
Like, do music do this for you? Like,
and open doors like this?
Yeah. Okay. Are we living?
Right.
You know what I mean? Okay. So,
that's dope. That's what you saw. Like,
right.
Like, I don't know if somebody else could have broke it down to something more basic, but you were like, damn, like. Opportunity,
Yeah, it was like, oh man, because my mom used to sing, and I'm the only one. Let me go back a little bit because you did ask me to talk about myself. I'm from Compton, but I'm the only one in my family that's actually from California. My brother's actually from Texas. Well, he was born there. He came out here, but he was born there. But like I said, people got their technicalities.
Right.
My mother is from. Right. I gotta let it be known.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Born in Tech, but
look, let the people have it. I'm tired of having a debate. Let the people have it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at this point, and my mother, she's actually from Texas. everybody else on that side, my mother, aunties, Texas.
Gotcha.
Texas. So I'm the only one from California. So my brother, when he came out here, I didn't know much when he was traveling and doing things. I just knew I liked to sing because he would sing. He was singing with his friends. They come over, practice the things that they were practicing at the schools, whatever. And I thought that was cool though.
Yeah, of course.
Because then they would, after they would practice what they practiced at the school, he would break it down.
Yeah, I was about to say,
they would sing what they had day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when they was doing what they was doing with the harmonies and everything, I'm like, woo.
Yeah.
But he'd be like critical. So my brother, he kind of like a, you know how Russell Westbrook is? Like when he play point guard, he kind of like that when he like teaching you how to, you know, like when he going through the phases. That ain't right.
Yeah.
Get that right. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You trash?
Yeah.
You forgot how to sing? What's going on? Like he was like one of those. He gonna be on you. So I would listen to him do that, but he would always, it would work. The person who was singing last week that wasn't that great,
was good.
fabulous.
Next week.
He pushed it. I mean, I had one in specific. He had one friend, I ain't gonna say no name. You know what I mean?
That nigga was terrible.
He was awful to me. He know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Awful. The worst thing I heard. I thought when he sung, he sounded like when he talked. I was like, yo, he sound like he talking right now. Like anybody else hear him talking?
Yeah.
But
talking on
as he, yeah. And then he messed around, got a record deal. I said, they let him talk on the track. How you getting it? But my brother worked with him, and before you knew it, now he ain't talking no more. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna put no names out there. You know what I'm saying?
I want to know who. Shit.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this nigga.
I can't. I don't want to do that.
I
don't want to do that. I ain't gonna do it like that. You know what? How about this? Off. When the mics is off. I got you. I got you.
We won't tell nobody. It's all good.
Now, quick little side.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Nigga, I didn't know Napster was still around.
What?
I'm lost. How long that's been around? Back around.
That's been around since.
I remember when they shut that shit down though.
Wait,
am I fucked up? Am I tripping?
Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
When they shut it down, let me see.
Remember people was getting the music off there.
Yeah,
right.
I remember, when they had that.
But nowadays everybody is
Technically, they just got rid of old boy.
Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We gotta.
The company itself, it was already public, so they weren't letting that go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I learned today.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all talking on them cases, huh? They talking on them cases.
Right. They went right back to the cases because they started that.
No, I'm just saying you had the platforms on here.
Right.
Don't talk on them cases.
Yeah, they was like, oh, we don't. Okay.
Right. I just saw that like
leave them cases.
Music on Napster.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Still talking about cases.
Okay. Okay, so as far as outside of your brother being your main influence, I saw, you have, along with our previous artists, you have an eclectic, inspiration. Yeah. Or inspirations, I should say.
Yeah.
The ones that kind of popped out to me, the other one was Music Soul Child, Erykah Badu, Chris Brown. That makes sense. But the Bob Dylan and then Frank Sinatra, that's where I was like, wait a minute. Talk a little bit about that, because those aren't normal inspirations for a black man from Compton.
We got to do this. I'm glad you brought them up. Let me tell you about them. First of all, Bob Dylan, if you don't know who he is, he was a writer he was a big deal, a really huge deal back in the day. But his lyrics, he was a big deal because his lyrics were so political, and they were so they stood out. And they sent messages, but when you interviewed him about him, he kind of came off like, "Oh man, I was just doodling, man. What you talking about?" You know what I mean? Okay. One of the biggest things he did was, blowing in the wind.
Right.
Blowing in the wind.
I heard recently. Go ahead. Talk about
so when he wrote "Blowing in the Wind," a person who caught wind of that, pun intended, was Sam Cooke. When Sam Cooke heard "Blowing in the Wind,"
because I just watched his documentary on Netflix. I didn't know
and
Sam Cooke was so militant like that.
It go down.
I had to tell, because I knew about Sam Cooke because of my mom.
Absolutely.
And my mom, she was under the impression, he got killed because some girl,
he got set up,
whatever. And I, as a kid, I'm like, that's
but that was a setup. It was bigger.
It's watching bigger. The documentary, I'm like,
don't open no cases though.
And then The blowing in the wind. So go ahead, because talk about that. Go ahead.
There, we gonna keep it on the light, but there's a big thing about that off air.
Yeah.
No cases.
Right.
But a big deal was when he heard that, he was like, man, how come a white man could say this? Mm-hmm. This is clearly our message. Mm-hmm. Like, this should be coming from our people. Mm-hmm. That song led to a change gonna come. That's how that song was created. So if you love that song, then you got to love Bob Dylan, because that's where the influence came from. Facts. Like, you can't take that away from him. That's a huge, just on that reason alone. If you love Sam Cooke, if your mom was twisting the night away, if any of that, you love Dylan. That's done. They should move it to the next one. Frank Sinatra. I love Frank Sinatra because one of the things that stood out to me was if you go into the Rat Pack, he was a really close friend with Sammy Davis Jr. If one of the stories that really touched me was he was really good friends with, I believe, Kennedy. And when he was going to go to the White House, they told him that Sammy Davis had to go through the back. And that he could come through the front, but Sammy got to go through the back. And said, man, he was hurt, and Frank cried and was like, man, I thought we was cool. I thought you was better than that. And he didn't go to the White House, and he cut him off and remained friends with Sammy Davis Jr. And then when Sammy Davis got in a car accident and his eye popped out, he was the one to say, hey, make for sure that his eye is the best eye in the game. And whatever Frank said went. So the fact that he was able to say, man, I don't care nothing about no race. He talented. He funny. He didn't care. You part of the clique. And he put him in front of them cameras. He put him in front of them movies. He put him in front of that. He was letting them shine and letting them get all of that. And he was singing his songs and giving him credit for that. And to go just to Frank's credit, one of my favorite songs of all time is I saw this movie, The Joker's Wild. So it's a movie where Frank Sinatra is the singer, and what happens is he wants to leave and go to a big another big place to sing and be this big star. And the guy comes and says, hey man, you can't leave here. We made you. He's like, come on man, it's business. You know what I mean? He kind of was full of himself a little bit. It's business. But when the guy said, no, I'm serious, you ain't leaving. So he was like, man, go on with that. And he left. So when he went to his hotel room, God sent somebody cut his throat, his vocal cord. Bang. This stands out to me because when my mother got shot in her throat, she was a great singer. Before me and my brother, she was the great singer. When she got shot in her throat, she couldn't sing no more. She can talk. That's a blessing. But she couldn't sing nothing like how she sounded back in the day. She used to could blow the Tupperware out. So when my brother sing, she sees that like, that's where my voice went. There's my voice. So that alone stood out in the movie. His throat being cut was like, man, that's a big deal. But he ends up going to another club and he's like a little bartender. He's doing that, he low key. But one of his guys was like, hey man, what's up? I ain't seen you in a while. He used to be the keys player. And he's like, man, sing that song you used to do. Man, take all that off, man. Come on, get on stage, baby. Yeah. He played a song. And he got this song that he sing called All the Way. It goes, when somebody loves you, it's no good unless they love you all the way. Happy to be near you, always want to cheer you all the way. Deeper than the widest ocean, that's how it's gotta feel. Taller than the tallest trees, that's how you know it's real. When somebody loves you, it's no good unless they love you. And that was his song. That was the one. And when he did, it's real. And what happened was when he tried to hit the all the way, because his throat was slashed, nobody knew about the throat. So when his throat was slashed, he was like, oh, and he like, oh. But then, what happens is he starts telling jokes to get through it. But he killed it, just as if he did a great performance. And he's hilarious. And what happens is he starts getting big, and when he has this thing where he goes, it's post time, y'all. And he would just drink and just kill it. Now, when he lost everything, the woman he had, everything, everybody left when he was down. She goes in the club, moved on with her new husband and everything, while he doing his thing. He finally say, I ain't did this song in a while. And he hit it. And so everybody like, uh-oh, here we go. But when he hit that all the way, he hit it. She fell in tears. Bang! I was like, Frank. I fell in tears. I was like, Frank, you killed it. Because I didn't think he could hit it. Because he ain't hit it through the whole movie. You know what I mean? So he finally hit it. You like, yo, his love. Yo, that's one of them. I love black and white movies. I love that. And then on top of that,
you're a great storyteller.
Man, you know, man. Hey. Yeah. So, you know, like, when I saw that, though, I was like, yo, this is dope. It made me go back into Frank and learn. And then I found... A lot of times, new artists, it's sad to hear how sometimes, like, we kind of all, and I say we because I'm part of a new artist, I guess you got to say, so it's sad to see some of us don't actually appreciate the older because a lot of comparisons are there. It's just that you ain't, like, they're not studying. They did it differently, but they did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the melodic things that we're doing. Like, they was doing it too. Like, let's say you could take James Brown, right? And then, like, if he said loud, you know, I'm black and I'm proud. That ain't right. You know what I mean? He doing that. But Young Thug, like, it's the same thing. Like, you doing what James was doing, you attacking it like that. That's why it's working like that. You doing what James was doing, but you're doing it differently. It just translates differently. But the truth is, the people that, they mamas that was playing James Brown, because of the influence of them playing the James Brown, something in that new music is what you're loving. And you don't even realize it. It's like, nah, so it makes you look silly when you don't see that. Like, it's there. Like, it's buried there. It's like subconsciously. Have you ever told a joke and then, or said something, and then somebody be like, where did you get that from? And then you be like, man, where did I get that from? And then later on, you'll see like something like on a comedy show or something. You be like, oh yeah, that's where I got that from. It's in your subconscious.
You're saying that stems something I always tell people, artists.
Nothing's original.
Yeah, no thought is original.
No thought, and I agree with that 100%. You want my man? You want to just put? I tell people that all the time. It's all that, but the problem is they take that like you're telling them they're not original. He didn't say that. He just said that what you're doing isn't original.
Some of these niggas ain't original.
Facts, and some of them is copy. I will admit to that. Like some of these guys, I'm like, yo, they copy. I done been in the writing rooms and I done seen them, and I've been like, yo, you actually aiming to be like that. Like you're doing his thing. Like you're not. It's not like when people be like, yo, this artist sound like this artist. Sometimes
I've been in the studio and seen artists come in there and be like, make me a beat like this.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to do it original. Like they don't want to be like, yo, I want to do my own thing. It's because something influenced you. And it's cool if it influenced you. It's cool to say, I like that energy it gave me. Give me something with that energy. I want that energy. Like that's cool. Like and that's
sampling part because I'm a big fan of sampling.
I love it.
I see you actually be like, no, I want the sound. I'll be like, damn, my nigga, like
just like it.
What are you doing?
Just like it.
Yeah, like, you don't want to.
They be like, just like
it a little bit, like yeah.
That,
but just rap over the beat. Then just do a cover.
Right, but they not gonna. But then when you get that, time is always like it's gonna show. Mm-hmm. Like through time, it's gonna show. You know what I mean? A lot of the real artists ain't gonna get the love because right now it's all about wave. It's all about the wave.
Well, right.
And so if you trying to be classic and outlive time, you ain't with the wave. Right. You know what I mean? So you ain't waving with them. You doing your thing.
I think also right now the whole wave part is kind of coming. It's going phasing out. It's phasing its way out.
It's gonna be a new wave, though.
Of course, it's always gonna be a new wave. But I feel like the new wave, I think that's coming back is actual talent, and you actually being able to like musically like play something like her. That's why I think her is huge right now.
Absolutely.
Like for her to be able to come out as
absolutely
herself,
fire,
and then go away and then come back as her.
You would with your shades on,
exactly.
Like her with the glasses on. They both up in here.
But I love it because it makes you focus on what her talent is.
Absolutely.
How she gets played, how she gets write.
Absolutely. Don't leave my man Anderson .Paak out of there, though. Don't leave Anderson .Paak.
Anderson .Paak, like it's so many.
Pop bubbling. Go ahead, boy.
I mean, it's so many actually talented. Like, not like you said, not just I gotta follow it. So shit, we gotta push for it. You know what I'm saying? Like you were talking about earlier when we heard that line in the song. 6ix9ine. That nigga is not hot to me. It was never hot. I think it was just I just got a big ass following.
I don't think the new
that's
wave.
Like that was it. It was nothing talented about it.
I don't want to open no cases.
I don't think the talent is going to be on the forefront of the new wave.
Yeah, I was going. This is what I'm gonna say.
Like
I mean,
sense, a talented nigga. Like I'm not that big of a fan of Anderson .Paak, but I can recognize his talent.
Yeah, his talent. I respect that.
But it should be people like that should be at the top of the list.
Facts.
But
he just did something with Smokey Robinson too.
Out of all the people out now that are talented, I guess only the reason I think her is at the position she's in is because they only pick a certain few to be there.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Rhapsody nice too.
A lot of people are. We can sit here and name people all day that should be up there, but talent, like that's not what they're looking for.
Yeah. See, because here's the problem. The problem is, talented people.
And then hold on, real quick.
Go ahead, go for it.
People's definition of talent now is tainted.
There we go. There we go.
They're gonna be like this nigga talented, this nigga talented. Remember when Yummy was up here?
Right.
Girl came up here. She was like, "Yeah, we have real talent." I was like, "Define real talent."
It got hot.
It got silent. The answer she gave was like, "You didn't define it."
It was a roundabout nothing.
It was like
basically nothing.
Because, matter of fact, Big A, she came with Big A, and I had to just be real with him. I said, a lot of the talent, look, a lot of the artists you book are fucking whack. I'm just gonna tell you, my nigga.
He told him to his face. See, that's 100.
He was like, "Yeah, for real." I was like, "Yeah, you get some vibes in there, like, but." I was like,
yeah, not consistently, not enough to hold it down for the fort. That's going out.
Yeah, not really. But I was saying, I mean, it's a fact. Like, that's why, I slide in there and be like, hey, I'm out. It's just like,
you get some people, you get some,
but
for the most part.
That's what I'm saying, but for the most part.
That ain't that's just like.
It's here and there. But I mean, I hear what you guys are saying. Like, there's always going to be that push for, the popularity vote.
Like I'll give you this. I'll give you an example of somebody that I feel like is very talented, but like there's a sense of holding him back there. J. Cole. Like, he's very, very talented, but nobody wants to get on songs with him because they don't want to be exposed for a lack of talent they may have. And that's the truth. Like, that's not a game. That's not a gimmick. He talked about it even on the song a lot. That's actually what's going on. Nobody wants to do that because that was how he felt when he was trying to get a deal. Every time he was on a deal, he getting dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the beginning, but people do songs with him a lot now.
No, and I feel you.
Because but who had to break the mold? Like, I'm saying, like, how many people not?
Like,
how many people not? Who? Let me ask you a question right now. Just talent wise, no image, no nothing, just straight lyric for lyric. Who you got over J. Cole? Lyrically, nothing else, just lyrically. So my point is, if that is the case, that lyrically he is better than so many other rappers, why are they getting so many more calls than him?
J. Cole is the number one right now. That's what
I'm saying J. Cole is somebody that is very, very talented. Mm-hmm. But if you look at his numbers, they don't reflect what his talent is reflecting. Like, his talent is there. It's the same case with Nas. Remember when Nas was out? His records and his numbers wasn't always booming. Like they should have been. There was rumors about, it's the beats. It was all kind of stuff that they was trying to make it be to say it was a lack. But who do you got back in that time over Nas?
The question you're asking though, lyrically, I could sit here and say anybody because of preference.
Right. That's why I'm asking you for your preference, who you put, and you didn't say nothing.
Because it's a lot of people in the name, but.
Then name them. Just put them out there. Like, I'm saying lyrically, you can sit there and stand it up.
I'm saying that question you proposed.
All right, so they not here. So
So who
if you speaking for the people?
Who I'm putting lyrically over J. Cole?
Yeah, who you putting?
I'm putting Jay-Z. I answered your question.
You putting Jay-Z
I'm putting lyrically Jay-Z over J. Cole, yes.
And so you saying lyrically you feel like J. Cole, because to me I feel like they not even in the same class right now.
That's not what you asked though.
But okay, yeah, lyrically. So you saying right now lyrically he would do that. So you would pick J. Cole. And you would hold on. So you would say you saying every time.
In your question, his artist Jid, lyrically, I think he's better than J. Cole.
Let's move on.
That's how you feel though. You feel like he's not, right? No. Let's not move on. Let's not move on. How you gonna get mad at how I answered?
Nah, it's cool. I was just gonna answer the Jay-Z thing.
Go ahead.
The other thing, let's move on.
Because that's all subjective, man. That's how you feel.
That's cool. But I'm saying lyrically, so when I'm saying that, I'm saying okay. Because when I think about Jay-Z, I'm gonna be honest. Like honestly, I think of Jay-Z in the caliber that's like different. Like he already did his thing. Like he did at this point. Whenever he come out, he just coming out because I want to have fun. I want to have fun. Young, you know what I mean? Like
he's a different caliber. He's at a different time. You asked who lyrically would I put over J. Cole, right?
That's who you put.
Yeah, like look.
Then that's you.
He turned away in it.
That's you. I don't want to get too deep into it.
So who would
that's you. Who? I didn't see. My thing is this. All I was saying is the point I was trying to make, and maybe it wasn't made clearly, was that even if there is somebody that you may have, he's still a debatable. Like it's always So if you got to debate him, then he's the easy pick over anybody else.
He's very debatable.
You saying look who he got over him though. Jay-Z a GOAT. You got a GOAT over him. You can't even say a young cat. So that means anybody that's out right now, he ain't got him over.
I mean,
I did say
you got a GOAT.
You turned your head.
Go ahead. Who you?
He said Jid.
I said Jid, but you turned your head. You like going against every answer.
No. But
that's
Jid,
because you're biased to what you said.
No.
You feel like
you want the facts? Okay, then if you want the facts, then what has Jid did to solidify that he's lyrically better than him? Now you gotta answer that question because I'm like to me, I feel like first of all, Cole signed him, so that's one. Second of all, Cole got more features.
He's lyrically better.
No. You saying that he's lyrically better? I'm saying the point I'm making is he got more out there to judge. Jid ain't even got enough yet. I mean, like you can't even say it's the same. So if you say that, so peep this. Hold on. So what I'm saying is, if you saying Jid is tight, then you can say he's over him in your opinion on this song, but you can't say consistently he's better than him because Cole got more songs. He been doing it more consistent, so you gotta let him catch up before you say he is better.
Okay. So hold on. So who's been out longer?
Cole, right?
Okay, so that's just like me saying, because I'm older than you, I'll obviously have more life experience than you have, right? Because I'm older than you. You weren't born yet. So, same thing, if we want to use the birth analogy, Jid wasn't born yet when J. Cole was rapping. So
that doesn't mean he can't be better.
And that's all I'm saying.
You can't
use, you don't have as much work out and use that as a way to say, oh, he's better than him.
How come I can't? Because they in the same class, though.
But
I'm not talking about Jay-Z. I'm not talking about Jay-Z and Cole. Jay-Z got decades over that man.
Exactly.
He got decades, though.
Exactly.
I'm not saying he got. I'm saying, Cole ain't even like people don't call him for several 100,000 features.
I see that you're just such a big J. Cole fan that whoever.
Look. If you want my honest opinion, I'm more of a fan. If you want that case,
put lyrically over Cole, I gave you.
Okay, all right.
And you still
look. This is what I'm saying. Because honestly, I favor Kendrick more than I favor Cole.
And I knew.
But I'm saying, but I am saying, I'm confident. Come on, you talking about? So you think I'm biased for Cole?
You put Kendrick over?
No. That's
okay.
No.
Because Compton people come in here and do that. Compton is.
No. I'm just saying. No, when I say I'm from Compton, I'm saying I'm always rooting for us to win. Okay. That's it. Like, but I ain't gonna be like if he did something that ain't it. It ain't it. Like it ain't like it's been some. Hey, let's look. Let's move on. Let's move on. Like all I'm saying,
all this came from, to start off with, was that music is subjective and talent is subjective, and all I was saying was based on social media and not needing a record deal and things like that. A lot of people who weren't getting looks before are able to get looks now.
That's true. That's
same
a fact.
thing. That's why J.
That's
Cole
what we all in
is,
agreement with.
That's
right.
That's why J. Cole is where he is, because now that's why he's able in a position to sign people and things like that.
And big ups to Cole.
Him signing R.E.P.
Big ups to Cole. Never cut the locks, man.
Feel like
so let's just calm it the fuck down.
We good. I don't feel like the question is who could you put lyrically over there even really matters, because everyone's answer is going to be different.
Right.
And you're going to...
You proved that point.
Keep going like, nah, because he got more and he got this, when that really doesn't matter if you're just talking about lyrics.
I'm a big fan of battle rap. Okay, so with battle rap, like, that's a big part of it, like being consistent. Like, so let's take, like, if a battle rapper is, like, right now Cassidy is supposed to be battling Arsenal right now. So let's take that. Cassidy is saying, I'm 5,000 and 0 and this, and they saying, Cassidy, on camera, you only did 2 battles. And those battles you wasn't great in. Like, so, like, in the point, so,
lost the,
that's what they're saying. So the point that they're trying to make is that you haven't shown the consistency to be talking about you spitting the best in the world.
But consistency don't make you better.
Yes, it does.
Arsenal, first of all, you like Arsenal?
Arsenal's
I
cool.
think
I think
he's
he's
at the bottom of the fucking list.
No, I don't think he's at the bottom.
I'll fuck
I
your
don't think
mother
he at
and
the
kill
bottom.
your daughter and
I don't think he at the bottom. I don't think he at the bottom.
Lyrically, what makes him good? What will put him in a...
First of all...
Where is he on the list then?
First of all...
This shit.
Actually, let's talk about the artist.
Right. This is his opinion on the lyric standpoint.
All right.
Okay.
We can get back off there on that.
We get back.
Everything's subjective. Everybody has a platform.
Right. That's right. Bring it back.
So that's all. So
didn't mean to sway like that.
Nah, yeah, we sway. It's all good.
I sit here and go back and forth with niggas all day, every day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Yeah, it's okay. It's it's passion.
You got a couple beers in that? Oh, okay.
Oh, people was on. Oh, they was on it. They was trying to get in. Oh, you got something to say, man.
Right on.
Got you. Absolutely.
All right.
So no, I mean that's fine. Like I said, that's good. That dialogue is good. Debate is good.
Absolutely.
More than anything, opens your mind up to maybe some shit that you haven't. But
I like picking brains, so I'm good.
Like you said, we could go back and forth. Like that's the whole who's the greatest basketball player of all time? LeBron, Michael Jordan, Kobe. That's what I'm saying. Depending on who you're talking to at the time. It could be so many.
But I got facts on sports. We got facts and statistics though, so I that's different. That's different.
But like I said, it just depending on who you're biased towards.
That's true.
Who you're gonna push. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But 1891. That is your mixtape or what?
It's my album. It's my album. Or you can call it EP, album, mixtape, but it's all like it's really because I'm independent, so I put it out myself, so it's my album. Okay. But I wanted it to feel like
some people say EP.
Right? No, listen. Let me tell you something. An EP by definition is just supposed to be a small collection of a preview of what your album would sound like. That's what that is. So back in the day, let's say if you was an artist like anybody, you could take anybody you like. Let's say that artist wanted to do something new, like I got an example. Marvin Gaye. When Marvin Gaye had came out back in the day, he wanted to do the What's Going On album, but he was known as a sex appeal. So even when he did like I Heard It Through the Grapevine, he had to give it up to Gladys Knight, because they was like, nah, you a sex symbol. They ain't gonna receive that. So what he would like, they would do a small collection of something like, okay, on my own, but I had to put this together. I had to invest the money, and I put it on the market. Like, so it would just be like 3 or 2 or 4 songs that would be singles. It's not with your album, but just singles, like what the people you would want to put out from it, right? And then if the people would receive that, then you can go back and say, see, I told you they would love it. They do it, but in his case, they didn't have EPs, but that would have been a situation where that would have came in handy. He just had to stand up and just say, I ain't gonna drop nothing else until y'all drop, until y'all let me drop this amazing artwork, this amazing body of work I got. And then they did it, and initially it was the greatest thing that Barry had did, but a lot of Barry's a lot of Barry's ideas that were great was not always Barry's ideas. I'm just being fair. A lot of times it was the artist standing up for something that they had to do. So, but he was great in contesting because he showed the passion for it. He brought that out. So I would say he was great in, you know, kind of sharpening that iron. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know. Yeah, there you go.
I got you. So as far as your album's concerned, what is that's your birthday? Am I guessing correctly? 1/8/91.
The 8 is for August. That's the month of my birthday, okay. August, and then 91 is the year I was born.
Okay.
But the 1 is just like it because it was like my.
I was thinking that's January
8th. I wanted to when I first was working on it. I was gonna be like, man, it's gonna be like, it's almost like my first because it was my first album I was putting out like independently, like myself, like that. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't like my first like mixtape or nothing. Like no first time I've ever done music. Okay. So I didn't want people to be like, but wait a minute, didn't you do? If I call it tape 1, you know, it would have kind of seemed crazy. Okay. So instead I wanted to put it like, you know, like when you go to stuff and it'd be like file 1.78, you know. So that's what it was. Like, oh, you know, tape 1/8/91, and I just went with my birthday, you know, my birth month 91, because and that was just right there. You go.
Way to break it down. Okay, yeah. So what was the inspiration behind it? What did you just want to put some stuff together, or did you have a specific direction that you wanted to go in?
I wanted it to be just an experience of me, like when I like what I go through, what I've been through, but also I wanted people that actually you know, like my friends and things like that. Like a lot of times I don't get to see some of them. Like some of them are like, you know, way out. But we grew up together, and you know, like they live in different lives. We know we cool, but you know it's cool.
Yeah, you're older.
Yes, but I still remember all of those good things that we had. So, and I know I be thinking like, I wonder if I appreciate that, or I wonder if she know I appreciate that. Or I remember, yeah. So you know, I wanted to talk about those things and bring them to life, and then also just talk about people that may, you know, like my friends that may have died, passed away, and just talk about those experiences and just what I've been through and what I care about and for me it was kind of like healing too, like, you know, because when I do music I get to like really express, yeah, I can express what I, you know, what's real, like things that I may not, you know, you can see like even when things might get a little touchy, I'll be like, you know what, let's move on. Like I'm like that. I don't be like but in my music, you know what I mean? He might say what he felt on that little topic, because you know now, because when in my music it's like, look, I can say it here, and I ain't gotta apologize for when I said it here like that. Like I don't, like I just was speaking on something that was
one of those dudes who uses music to express himself.
Like that, but I express myself too.
Okay, no, that's fine. You know,
no, because
sometimes
but deeper
I've
music.
seen it where some people like. And I've seen it more so with guys, but a lot of times people in general who necessarily have a hard time communicating how they feel, they'll play like a playlist of shit. Like you be in the car and then you listen and you like, are you trying to say something to me without saying it? Motherfucker, just talk to me, just because I don't like hints.
Yeah, I like no, I'm direct, but like sometimes like
get a little difficult.
I'm blunt. Like naturally, I might just be blunt with something.
I couldn't tell.
Right. But like in my music, I might be like, I might can say it in a better way, like how I seen it. Like I saw it this way. Like I don't have to, you know what I mean? Like even.
Do you feel like you're so blunt as a defense mechanism because of what you've seen? Maybe I'm getting too deep.
I don't know. Like maybe I think
like to me.
I just
like
feel like
person, so you don't fuck with me. But in my music, I can be a little more vulnerable.
I think I'm a good spirited person. You know what I mean? Like when people meet me, they, you know, it's more like I'm blunt because I feel like, you know, you want to do one of those as you want them to do one to you. Like, so I'm blunt. So to let you know, like, hey, when it comes to if you have something to say to me, just know it's okay. You know what I mean? You don't never have to beat around it. You can just say it to me. Because I'll say whatever I feel to you. Like, I like how, like, when you tingling back, was like, man, I got to tell you, man, that talent really ain't. I like that. He just say it. Like, why would you have to dress it up? Like, you my friend. Like, what I'm going to do? Beat you up because you got an opinion? Like, nah. We men. Men, iron sharpen iron. That's how it works. Like, and you got to be like that, especially if you can't do that. If I can't take an opinion from another man, it's like you got to be doing bad when it come to going with your girl, because that's just a dude that you don't even gotta go home with. And like, if he bother you, man, her opinion, who you care about. Woo!
I done touched a lot of nerves up here too.
Oh, you know it. Niggas didn't left out of here without saying bye. Everything like left.
No, but it's but to me, like, whether you agree or disagree, I be respecting it because it's like I respect he spoke up. He spoke up, especially when I get a moment when somebody say something. I'm like, oh, okay, like somebody.
This is what you did.
Right.
That's what I was like.
Yeah,
I was like, he didn't like
it's
that.
a strong one. You know what I mean? Like, all right, it's one of these ones. But
he's the lyrical, more so rap side. I'm gonna give you the R&B. If we want some R&B back and forth, then we can beef about that all day. That's me.
Yeah, I do both.
Rap, he the rap, and I'm the
you the R&B. You know what I mean?
Got you. Okay, so as far as your tape, so you wanted to basically give people an insight into who you are.
What my life is like, who I am as an artist, what I care about, like the things that I experience on a day-to-day basis.
Who you are.
And how it might be relatable.
We got Tipsy, Late Arrival, Secret, and Killers.
4.
Okay. So what?
You didn't get to like it or not?
I do have that as well. I do. I lied to you in that one. I do have that as well. So what? Which one would you like to play? Which one do you want to play first?
You can start to like it or not.
Okay. The one she got.
And then you can go from Late Arrival after like it or not. You ain't got Nightcap, huh?
I do not.
Okay.
I got the ones that I just named. So I got
okay.
Like It or Not. I got Tipsy. I got Late Arrival, Secret, Killers.
You can put
Like It or Not first. What next?
You can put Late Arrival next. Okay. You could put Secret after that, and then you could put Tipsy after that.
And then Killers.
No, matter of fact, put Tipsy after Late Arrival, and then put Killers. Yeah, and then go into Killers.
Secret is the last.
Oh no. Secret so after
I got
Tipsy.
I got Like It or Not, Late Arrival, Tipsy, Secret, Killers.
Tipsy, Secret, Killers. Yep.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into Like It or Not. We'll just play them all the way through. So go ahead and introduce it to our listeners.
What's going on, y'all? This is Frank Reputation, and we about to go into my new single, Like It or Not. Just a song just talking about me and my arrival, and maybe sometimes I may not get what everybody else get. You might not get your blessing the same way. You might have to wait a little bit and be patient, but yo, I'm gonna get mine regardless, like it or not.
Like it or not. All right, we'll be right back right here on the Morning After Show. Make sure you stay tuned.
Wake up in the morning, take a knee, take the man. Homie steady scamming, talking 300 grand. Oh my God, they got dreams of Lamborghinis, plus they diamond solitary, lighting up that area. I'ma get mine, like it or not. It might take time, like it or not, but I'ma get mine, like it or not. It might take time, like it or not. I wake up to cake up, no time for mistakes or miscalculations. No slacking, no time for vacation. I thank God for the day. I thank God I'm blessed, yeah. But that's why I nigga be a beat. There's no time to rest. So many of my friends didn't make it. So many of my friends didn't make it. Rest in peace, my nigga. Rest in peace, my nigga. No time to be scary. Our yellow canary, yeah. If we don't get no money, growling come from tummies, yeah. And I am sad, just give me a moment. Let me sleep on it. I wake up tomorrow and tell you exactly how I feel about it. Wake up in the morning, take a knee, take the man. Homie steady scamming, talking 300 grand. Oh my God, they got dreams of Lamborghinis, plus their diamonds solitary, lighting up the area. I'ma get mine like it or not. It might take time like it or not, but I'ma get mine like it or not. It might take time like it or not. Man, I've been brainstorming, I've been trying, I've been going, I've been trying some. Man, I ain't lying, I've been trying some. I wanna be more than a scrub, wanna pool in the house in the tub. Show love to my niggas that stud. Stay up, stay up, stay up. Ladies finesse it like a lay up, lay up, lay up, lay up, lay up. If I don't take care of myself, ain't no riches in my family. Well, we don't get no money. Growling come from dummies, yeah, yeah. And I am saying, just give me a moment. Let me sleep on it. I wake up tomorrow and tell you exactly how I feel about it. Wake up in the morning, take a knee, take the man. Homie steady scamming, talking 300 grand. Oh my God, they got dreams of Lamborghinis, plus their diamonds solitary, lighting up the area. I'ma get mine like it or not. It might take time like it or not, but I'ma get mine like it or not. It might take time like it or not. She told me to come to the crib for the night. She's like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, we'll be in the rush. This passion's dangerous, plus I'm on the way. Once I get to your place, I ain't got a lot of stories. How much can you take, yeah? I know that I'm late, yeah, but I'm worth the wait. I ain't got a lot of stories. How much can you take, yeah? I know that I'm late, yeah, but I'm worth the wait, yeah. Ooh, baby, call my phone. Too crazy, leave me alone. I'm on my way, freeway to the driveway. Okay, thunder, my love under. I know, you can hardly wait until I knock up on your door. But if you bear with me, I'll be your remedy, make use of all your energy. I can be your happy baby, I can be your tendency. I don't wanna waste your time. I just need a little more time. Would you hold it until I arrive? Inside, I'm saying. She told me to come to the crib for the night. She's like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, we'll be in the rush. This passion's dangerous, plus I'm on the way. Once I get to your place, I ain't got a lot of stories. How much can you take, yeah? I know that I'm late, yeah, but I'm worth the wait. I ain't got a lot of stories. How much can you take, yeah? I know that I'm late, yeah, but I'm worth the wait, yeah. When we making love, it's pretty serious. Who you think you talking to? Don't know who you dealing with, yeah. What you gonna do with this? And you can't call it quits, no. After talking off my ear, I'm on my way, speeding away. Police around, I'm not afraid. I do 100 out of miles just to get to your house. Like, baby, I'm up on your porch, just like I had told you. Passion like a torch. Ay, I don't wanna waste your time. I just need a little more time. Would you hold it until I arrive? Inside, I'm saying. She told me to come to the crib for the night. She's like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, we'll be in the rush. This passion's dangerous, plus I'm on the way. Once I get to your place, I ain't got a lot of stories. How much can you take, yeah? I know that I'm late, yeah, but I'm worth the wait. I ain't got a lot of stories. How much can you take, yeah? I I know that I'm late, yeah, but I'm worth the wait, yeah. I'll buy you drinks in this motherfucking club, yeah, 'cause I know that them drinks make for sure she loosen up. I told her, kick up your feet on the dash, baby, let's dash. You'll be my ride, Lord, my ride. I do hard, take Sim City. Tryna get the kids, I'm tryna. Tryna get the kids, I'm tryna. Tryna get the kids, I'm tryna. Tryna get it off. Yeah, we done hit off. Later on we spin off. Spin now, make the ass jump like a tip off. Moving like a red nose. Yeah, I'm talking Rudolph. Yeah. Baby got my head gone like a whip that got the roof off. Yeah. Club goes at about 3. Tell me now, are you leaving with me? A buzz that you feel won't be like this year. Say word and we can get out of here. Now I won't lie, I'm so faded, but all my life I'm gon' make it. Swimming pools, they all empty. Mission wars, get you to pick up your feet on the dash. Baby, let's dash. You'll be my ride, Lord. I do hard, take Sim City. Tryna get the kids, I'm tryna. Tryna get the kids, I'm tryna. Tryna get the kids, I'm tryna. Tryna get it roll up. I'm about to roll up, even though I'm tore. High is better than lower. Yeah, if you been around, like niggas has been on tour. Still the grass here is better, like a spit cup with Morris. Yeah, it's okay, be honest, baby. Ain't not so wavy, ain't not so wavy. Yeah, now I won't lie, I'm so faded, but all my life I'm gon' make it. Swimming pools, they all empty. Mission wars, get you to pick up your feet on the dash. Pick it up on the dash, baby, let's dash. You'll be my ride, Lord. I do hard, take Sim City. Tryna get the kids, I'm tryna. Tryna get the kids, I'm tryna. Tryna get the kids, I'm tryna. Tryna get the kids. Search around the world for a girl like you, but that's a waste of time, 'cause it's only one you. They don't understand why we do what we do, but maybe that's okay, it's between me and you. It's our little secret, this love. It's our little secret, this love. If you don't wanna tell tell nobody, we ain't gotta tell no one. If it was just you and me, how cool would that be? And nobody else have you too. 'Cause I get so stingy, don't want you away, baby. Come back round this way, baby. Oh, please, it'd be such a relief. There is the reason it's unfair, 'cause you care for me so carefully when nobody else can. My baby, so call it shotgun, I'm right beside you. Now I can search around the world for a girl like you, but that's a waste of time, 'cause it's only one you. They don't understand why we do what we do, but maybe that's okay, it's between me and you. It's secret is love. It's our little secret is love. If you don't wanna tell nobody, we ain't gotta tell nobody. to get along with you, my love. Cause you know how stingy I get with you. Cause you're so red, that I live for the spend. No times where I won't try to lie like it's alright. It's such a real world for a girl like you, but that's a waste of time, cause it's only one year. They don't understand why we do what we do, but baby that's okay, it's between me and you. It's our little secret, this love. It's our little secret, this love. If you don't wanna tell nobody, we ain't gotta tell nobody. If you don't wanna tell nobody, we ain't gotta tell no one. Franke. Drug dealer, look out for the young man. Teach you math with the numbers in your left hand. Numbers high enough to cop that ass a new Benz. Amazing how he closed the deal with his pimp hand. Flex on them suckers. Pretty hoes break the neck, boom buster. Getting spicy with the hot sauce rucker. But in my house it ain't no hot sauce for you. When the block get hot, I look out for you for a couple of dollars. They circle around the block, no for sure I'll holler. I should give your ass some time to dump that product. And if they ask about the time, we don't know, nada, no, 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 no. Drug dealer had the house for my mommy. Hey, nigga lucky she ain't have it for his money. Hey, ain't a nigga in the world that can sign me. Yeah. I'll give an order anything that he can run. They carry Iron Man like a nigga named Tony. 2 rounds to your head like your name Johnny. Nigga, all I knew. Look out for me, I look out for you. Never really noticed that they was all fools. Never really noticed I hung with the animals and zoos. Coming up, surrounded by killers, yeah. Surrounded by killers, yeah. All my life was realness, yeah. All my life was realness, yeah. Surrounded by killers, yeah. Surrounded by killers, yeah. All my life was realness, yeah. All my life was realness. People lost and died for real. Bullets do fly for real. People in the sky for real. Got me asking God why for real. People lost and died for real. Bullets do fly for real. People in the sky for real. Got me asking God why for real. Niggas talking murder talk. Bodies outlined and choke. Told them I'ma have to walk it over. Yeah, 'cause I ain't tryna get him off. No, I just want some better clothes. I don't wanna hurt folks. I don't wanna go to school and be the butt of someone's jokes. It was really hard to focus doing homework when I had roaches. Yeah, go hit the store on the street. All of my niggas round me. Now what I didn't know is they had straps and shit. All of them niggas had my backs and shit. All of my niggas on foolish shit. This was bigger than the high. My best friend was a dealer nephew, yeah. Rest in peace, my nigga, God bless you, yeah. And to the family, I love y'all too, yeah. I can't imagine what y'all been through, yeah. Let me tell you why and the nigga still my crew, yeah. Nigga got me my first plate of food, yeah. Nigga got me my first Jordan shoe, yeah. Nigga showed me how to scrap on the school set. Even when I got trapped, I was so yeah. Surrounded by killers, back to the surrounded by killers, yeah. All my life was realness, yeah. All my life was realness, yeah. Surrounded by killers, yeah. Surrounded by killers, yeah. All my life was realness, yeah. All my life was realness. People lost and died for real. Bullets do fly for real. People in the sky for real. Got me asking God why for real. People lost and died for real. Bullets do fly for real. People in the sky for real. Got me asking God why for real. Often die for real. Bullets do fly for real. People in the sky for real. Got me asking God why for real. People often die for real. Bullets do fly for real. People in the sky for real. Got me asking God why for real.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you.
And we're back.
We're back right here.
We're back right here on the
This
morning
is love.
after
It's
show.
lovely.
It's your girl Shaded. We got my boy Don Elway on the mic, and we have our special guest Frank Reputation in the building.
Who just gave me a Kendrick quotable.
He gave we got one Kendrick quotable for the morning after show for about 5 years. You the first one. About 5
No,
years.
I got. No, but the difference is the things that hold on to that I hold on to. If y'all don't know, we was debating about the Kendrick. I guess it's been like I broke
Kendrick, that's your number one.
Right.
Give me a quotable.
Yeah, and I
have to be something that everyone knows.
Right. I gave him one. I gave him the tell my mama I love her because that's what I like. Lord knows. Another one is this dick ain't free. That's another one. That was like the whole. And matter of fact, Drake requoted that, so that's in favor to show it's a quotable. Drake said it, and like a nigga from Compton said. This dick ain't free.
But
the only reason I say that, I'm just saying it to say that the reason why some people might not be, because the things I relate to him is because I came up in the same area.
This is the thing. I
came up in the like a Rosecrans. So when he say, eating hot sauce in my top ramen, yeah, bitch. That's what we did. So it's like, oh.
But if that's your number one,
you
should be able to do that.
Yeah, you should have.
Right.
That's the point I'm trying to make with other people.
So as other people said he was their number one,
we have had this conversation many a times, and no one has done anything.
Nobody had a quotable except you. That's why I said 5 years. The morning after show, you the first one to have a Kendrick quote.
Man, I like the line. One line that he said when he was like, "We made a left, we made a right, we made another left. We was just circling life." That shit was hard. And then I thought that was nasty. Yeah, that was nice. I thought that was cold when he said that. When I first heard that, I was like, and then my favorite song, one of my favorite ones was his when he said, "You be talking that whoop-de-whoop, blase blah." He say, she say, "Oh my God, man, shut the fuck up." Because every time I come around, you be talking that.
Absolutely. But thank you so much, Frank, for coming in and
thank you for having me
up with us. I appreciate you for all your wonderful opinions and how strong they are as well. We appreciate you for that. You and Elway being able to go back and forth. The debating is healthy.
Yes.
It's healthy to be able to throw your opinion back at somebody and y'all go back and forth. It's healthy. We ain't fighting. We ain't no beef. It's just my opinion, your opinion. Everybody got room. Everybody has a right to that.